A mother's worst nightmare.
It's the most devastating feeling that any parent can go through.
Her son flew from Atlanta to Germany, hired as a contractor for the U.S. Army. He came back dead and his body was returned decomposed.
Should have been treated like a human.
Police in Germany told her that he fell from his hotel window, but this mom says that there's more to the story. Her fight to figure out what really happened. I'm Justin Carter. This is TSR Investigates. It was the day before Mother's Day, May 13th, 2023. Carolyn Gilreath says that she took her son, 31-year-old Desmond Crutchfield, to the airport in Atlanta to take a job for the U.S. Army. He was a contractor from Marietta, Georgia, and he'd be spending the next 6 weeks in Munich, Germany on assignment installing fiber optics technology on a base there. Gilreath says that she checked in with him once he landed. He was safe. He got to his hotel. But soon after, just days after, she started to lose communication with him. And it took 2 police officers to knock on her door to realize that something was terribly wrong. Carolyn Gilreath says that she'd been texting and calling her son for days. It was unusual that he was not answering. She thought that he was just busy.
He wished me happy Mother's Day. That was the last time.
This was the last time she saw her son alive. On May 15th, he posted this video on Facebook showing off the views inside of his hotel room. It still haunts her to this day because 5 days later, he was gone. She had no idea until 2 police officers showed up at her door and told her to contact the U.S. consulate immediately.
Is there something wrong with Desmond? There's a case number here. Did he get in any trouble in Germany? And she says, I'm so sorry, ma'am. I'm not at liberty to say. She wanted to know, when was the last time I actually heard his voice? And then my heart sank.
So you called the number, and what happened?
They said, I'm so sorry for your loss. Desmond's death is as a result of a fall out of the Sheraton hotel window.
They told her he was alone and fell 5 stories out of a window at the Sheraton Carlton Hotel. They couldn't provide an incident report, but they claimed that it was all an accident, telling her that it happened just after midnight.
The child is so far away from you, you cannot get to them. And when you reach out by phone or email, you're constantly told, I'm so sorry, that information will not be provided.
She was also told that surveillance video captured the entire incident, but it's against the law for German authorities to release it unless she hires a German lawyer.
Knowing that Mommy was probably the last word out of his mouth before he took his last breath. He probably called for me. I couldn't get there.
She says it was even more of a struggle to get his body back to the United States. And when it did, 23 days after he died, something terrible happened.
And they opened up the casket. It was devastating.
Desmond was returned home, severely decomposed to the point that he was unrecognizable. He had severe injuries to his head and jaw.
I wanted to touch him. I wanted to just give him one last kiss. And again, I couldn't. His skin was already peeling off and severe decomposed.
She only recognized the jewelry that he was wearing, including this turtle necklace that was still around his neck. She called the U.S. consulate again for answers.
He says, I'm so sorry, ma'am. Your son was a contractor. Your son does not receive the same privileges or benefits as he would if he was in the military.
They had to cremate him immediately.
He should have been treated like a human. We'll never bring closure to all of this because that's not the kind of burial that we would want.
A spokesperson from the U.S. Department of State wrote, quote, that we offer our sincerest condolences to the family. When a U.S. citizen dies abroad, the department provides all appropriate consular assistance to the family and friends. Depending on the situation, this can include attempting to locate and inform the next of kin of the death, providing information on local burial or the return of the remains to the United States, assisting the legal representative with questions concerning the disposition of the United States citizen's personal effects and or estate, and the preparation of a consular report of death of a U.S. citizen abroad. Out of respect for the privacy of the family, we have no further comment. End quote. For Gilreath, it's still not enough.
All I look for, and I pray that the Lord would grant me answers, transparency. I hope that this doesn't happen to another American working abroad.
Gilreath says that she's not giving up and now working on hiring an attorney in Germany to help shed light on what really happened to her son. And we too here at the Shade Room are also pressing the authorities in Munich who are now handling this investigation. In the meantime, Gilreath says that she set up a GoFundMe to help bring his ashes back to their native country, the Bahamas, for a proper service. And of course, we'll have that link to that GoFundMe page on our website, theshaderoom.com. For TSR Investigates, I'm Justin Carter. Hello roommates, and thank you for watching our YouTube channel. Do you want more TSR Investigates? Be sure to subscribe and check us out at theshaderoom.com.